Yo, what's up, everybody? Rage Cage 20 here, coming at you with something new. Not only for the channel, but I think for me. I don't know. I don't think I've ever listened to Five Finger Death Punch. I've heard the name like everywhere, like many times throughout the years. But I don't think I've listened to one of the songs. I might have. There's a good chance I've heard. I feel like I've had to heard something, but as far as I know, I've never listened to Five Finger Death Punch. This one looked intense. Some military stuff here. I actually have the description up in here. Well, oh wow, okay. I'm not. Well, I might read some of them. We have Wrong Side of Heaven today. Now, as it says over here in the About section, this song is about the downward spiral that many ex-soldiers suffer after going to war. The official video depicts the mental anguish they suffer at the hands of PTSD and how this results in many of them being homeless and hopeless. Yeah, man. Like, war is hell, and I mean, even those that don't end up having to take life or whatnot, just still being in a battle zone could be crazy, but also killing people is never an easy thing to do, and that shit can haunt you for the rest of your life. So this is it looks like it's only a 4.5 minute song, but the video itself is about 7:12. So I assume there's either extended instrumental section or just video, maybe beginning and middle, something that doesn't involve the music of the song or whatnot. So seems like we're gonna get into it. Seems like it's a heavy one. And I remember the only real videos or thumbnails I've seen of this is this one guy, old school nerd or something like that, he was crying on the cover. I don't think this one will make me cry, because I don't really have any connections to military and whatnot. My grandfather was in the military, and one of my friends was in the military, but they were both fine afterwards. Well, one of them saw combat, the other not really. So that's why he was fine. But they seem both okay. So I mean, it really just depends. So this could be triggering to you if you're not prepared for it. I'm ready. We'll see what happens here and see if anything from this group sounds familiar. It's like, oh, maybe I have heard something from them. I don't know. We'll find out together. Wrong Side of Heaven. Let's fucking go. Sure. Yeah. No. Yeah. Oh.
She's ashamed. What have I become? What have I done? I spoke to the devil today, and he swears he's not to blame. And I understood, 'cause I feel the same. Arms wide open, I stand alone. I'm no hero, and I'm not made of stone. Right or wrong, I can hardly tell. I'm on the wrong side of heaven, and the righteous side of hell.
Well, there's more. Respect right there. Respect right there to that video. Yeah, hearing those guitar chords and that voice, I've definitely heard a Five Finger Death Punch song. I just don't know which one. It's gotta be one though. Like that's a very familiar voice. Yeah. Wow. That was definitely that was definitely a tough video, especially if you've been, if you've seen combat and whatnot, or you have loved ones and friends and family and whatnot that either got through this or is serving currently in the military, or maybe he's no longer with you or not. All right, that song will tear you up. That song will tear you up for sure. I even got a little emotional myself. Like, goddamn. Yeah. I have to tread very carefully here, because I do tend to rock the boat, ruffle feathers, and piss people off. And I don't want to set anyone off or trigger anyone. You know what I mean? I'm trying to put all my thoughts together in a cohesive way here. Now, I don't know how long it takes, and you will probably, I'm sure a lot of people like start, getting and suffering from PTSD long before they hit this point. So I assume if they don't reach a certain point, then they don't get this benefit or something like that. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Honestly, I've never looked into it, and I've never really discussed it with anyone. But like, I don't know if you like work like a certain amount of like years for like one of the branches of the military. Aren't you like, isn't like 10, 15 years or something like that you're like set for life or something like that? Don't they like don't you get like a sweet kind of like I don't know, payoff, or like kind of like monthly check or something like that? I don't know. And also there's a lot of these commercials that I see for like health insurances, and just like a lot of benefits that like, if you're a military member or whatnot, and on taxes and all this stuff. There's a bunch of stuff you can fill out if you're a veteran and or active military member. You seems like you get a lot given to you, but I can imagine, I mean, that's just a guess, I honestly have no idea. But I imagine like if you start serving, you like serve 2 or 3 years or something like that, you don't fulfill your full contract or whatever it is, term or etc. And you see some shit, you get PTSD, you break down, and you leave, or something is too much for you, can't take it, or it breaks you like it could break just about anybody. Then they just discard you, like, well, you didn't do your full thing, and you don't really get shit. I could see that happening. I don't know how it works. I honestly don't know how it works, but it is definitely the fucked up dark side of the U.S. government, or probably a lot of governments really, is that those that put in the most work are often discarded and thrown aside when you're not useful. It is absolutely the sad truth. It's pretty shameful behavior, but I mean, people need to do something about it if it's gonna change. You know what I mean? But it's hard for one person. Like people gotta really unite and band together, which is unfortunate. Unfortunate. Um, uh, there, there's varying reasons I would say that people join military ranks and whatnot. Um, I think a while ago, I think they like stopped hiring people because so many people were trying to join the military and whatnot. At least in the U.S., I remember this was like several years ago. Um, but like it does seem to be a thing. It's just like you kind of you get through high school and it's just like, well, I don't want to do continue schooling and I don't want to do a standard 9 to 5 job, so I'll just get that government money and go to the army or whatnot. Seems to be at least a lot of the stories that I've heard. Now, of course, there are a lot of people that like want to what's it called? That does like grow up and it's just like, yeah, my military family, I want to go to the military, I want to serve my country and whatnot. Oh, and that's absolutely noble and whatnot. I just feel like it's one of those things too. It's just like if you're going to join a branch of the military, like I feel like a lot of people maybe don't understand what that entails when you're going into it. Is one of those things is like maybe you think you're good when you're not, and I don't mean good like skill wise. I mean you're just like, oh no, I'll be able to brave the horrors of war and I'll be fine. And then you get there and you realize this is not what I thought, and it still breaks you and you get PTSD and whatnot. Um, and what have you. I feel like if you're gonna go into the military, like you should know what that means. You know what I mean? Like the risk that you're taking. You should understand like what's if you're not useful, if something happens to you and you get discharged, you're fucked. Like you shouldn't understand that risk before you go into any kind of branch of the military. So it's like, you know, this is definitely tragic, but it's like I feel like you should have seen this as as a potential outcome. But I don't know. I don't know. It's just me. But then again, agreed. We definitely should not treat people that fight. Like, there's a lot of branches, and I don't want to try to compare military to other governmental branches like education, but it is similar to where the people that do the most good for the entire country kind of just gets thrown to the side and treated like shit. Like it's pretty fucked up. So it definitely doesn't even if you know what you're signing up for, it doesn't make that fact okay. Like definitely there should be more done for people that are willing to put their life on the line to protect the country and educate people to do better in the country. And is there any other branches that also kind of gets treated like shit? The governmental branches, I imagine. So, but yeah, it's just there should definitely be more done for sure. But yeah, man, that's rough. I don't know if there's really anything necessarily to go over. I mean, we can peruse through some of this. I like I don't even know who any of these people are in the band. I don't think it's good to. Okay, we got someone here named Chris, Jason, Ivan, Jeremy, and Zoltan. Zoltan. Uh, ooh, Zoltan. First off, you have the coolest name combo ever. Who are you? I don't know. I just got pictured. He's like the only one without it. No, a couple of them don't have biographies in here. Okay. Dude, first off, not only Zoltan, if you didn't catch the reference, Dude, Where's My Car? Amazing movie. If you somehow haven't checked that out yet, go check it out. But last name Bathory. Oh, dog. First off, Zoltan Bathory, fucking sick name. But if you don't know Bathory, Elizabeth Bathory, oh man, the Countess herself. I actually think that's who the Countess in Diablo 2 was actually created after Elizabeth Bathory. Camelot made a whole 3-part song about it. Go check that. Go scope that out. It's fucking cool. I also have a book about her because the story fascinated me so much. It is theorized she was accused of. I know this is unrelated, but I don't know. We're going off on tangents today. She was accused of killing people and bathing in their blood. It is theorized that it would keep her skin fresh and young, something like that. She denies it. It was way back in the day to where, law wasn't really in place. So it was she probably didn't, and people would just accuse her of that so they could take a woman out of power back in like the 1800s or something like that. I think it was the 1800s. So yeah. But yeah, really fucking cool. I have no idea if that person's related or not, but yeah, I like whoever the singer is. I assume it would be Chris, but I don't know. Whoever the singer is, I like his voice. It's got a good, powerful metal voice for sure. The instrumentals, I love the chords and the stuff that was going on there. We'll peruse sections of the song. I didn't write anything down, as I imagine I wouldn't, because I was focused on the reading and everything that's going on in the video. But yeah, let's scope a few things here, and then we'll call it a day. All right, let's get back into this bad boy here. Yeah, let's peruse a little bit of the guitaring and whatnot. We'll probably check out a verse and a chorus here, and just kind of get the feeling of what was going on here. I was paying attention to the music, but I was like wasn't. So we'll just peruse a little bit here, see if I continue on to the other verses and choruses and whatnot, and we'll see what happens. So some nice smoothness with the guitar there. It's kind of a nice, very, very smooth, almost peaceful like guitar line there. Very interesting.
Spoke to God a day, and she said that she's ashamed. What have I become? What have I done?
Yeah, the vocalist. He just has this kind of has this raspy grit to his voice, just kind of naturally. It even feels like it has kind of like this almost southern drawl to it as well. It has this kind of like, I could see this person being from the south here. Kind of want to check if I'm correct or not. I don't know who's gonna have this. That's the bassist, so it's not Chris. Okay, Ivan is the lead vocalist. Yeah, it doesn't tell me where he's from. I could see him being from the south. I don't know. Something's telling me. Anyways, yeah, he just has this kind of raspiness to his voice. It has this nice kind of airiness to it. It's very interesting. So I keep going here.
I spoke to the devil today, and he
Nice little vocalizations in there.
swears he's not to blame. And I understood, 'cause I feel the same. Arms wide open, I stand alone.
Yeah, first off, I like these chords coming in here. I like the rhythm of that riff. It's very interesting because it really feels like the shine, the focus and the sound of the mix is really on the vocals. And it's like you can hear the chords and everything going on, but they do feel like a little bit back in the mix, which is not a bad thing because they still have that kind of the power of those chords coming out and whatnot. But yeah, there's just this very airy raspiness to the lead singer's voice, And again, every time I hear this chorus, I'm just like, I definitely have heard a Five Finger Death Punch song. Like, I just don't know which one. But I heard this voice before. I just don't know where. But yeah, he has this nice kind of not only raspiness, but it just kind of comes with its own kind of power in the vocals and whatnot, which is it's pretty crisp, pretty clean. I like it.
I'm no hero, and I'm not made of stone. Right or wrong, I can hardly tell. I'm on the wrong side of heaven, and the righteous side of hell.
I like the little like the little embellishments he's doing on some of these notes and whatnot. It's very it adds this nice kind of what's the word? I don't know. It adds a nice extra layer of musicality to that chorus. I like the way it is shaped and phrased and whatnot. Everything about the guitars and the vocals here just kind of screams power chord to me. Just it sounds like something I would hear in like a power metal song. Like it's got a lot of grit, a lot of energy, a lot of support and volume to it. It's just good stuff here. I think the verse is very the second verse is very similar.
Have I become? I saw the devil today, and he looked a lot like me.
Yeah, I kind of like the difference, the separation here between the verses and the chorus. The verse definitely is more subdued. It definitely has more smoothness to it, where the chorus is more just pushing that energy and that volume out. I like that contrast between those two. It's a really nice touch. So we can all agree that mom's a Karen, right? Like, white women, what are you gonna do? This little girl is just like, I want to give a flower, and she's like, no, get over here. And when homie didn't even get a flower, like Karens, man, they're the real enemies out there. It's crazy. Let's keep going.
I looked away. I turned away. Arms wide open. I stand alone. I know
Yeah, it's very simple. The rhythm is very simple for the instruments, but I just kind of like it. Dum dum dum. You know, I just like those little hits in there that the instruments are coming with. It's just some good shit, man.
and I'm not made of stone. Right or wrong, I can hardly tell. I'm on the wrong side of heaven, and the righteous side of hell. The wrong side of heaven, and the righteous side of hell.
That fucking almost like yell scream he does there at the end of that chorus is really nice. I forgot about the guitar solo. I want to hear that guitar solo again. It's interesting because that guitar solo sounds more metal. Like, I know it is a metal band, but the kind of the verse and the chorus and stuff kind of gives off more of a like hard rock kind of feel. Though the chords are very, very power chordy, kind of metally chords in general. But that solo just comes out like straight out of a metal song. So it just reminds you this is a metal group, and it just has this nice sound to it.
I'm not defending, downward descending, falling further and further away.
Yeah, I forgot about the scream too. I heard that, I was like, oh yeah, okay. I do like the harmony that was going. It sounds like I don't know if it was the lead singer twice. I don't think it was him. I think it was some other band members that kind of did an echo harmony after and whatnot. But then we get to that scream in there as well. I understand, you know, you're homeless and whatnot. You're potentially not all there. You might be drugged up or what have you. If a cop starts coming over to you, you should probably let them know. Like if they like, I'm gonna search you, would not be like, hey, I do have a gun. Like put your hands up and whatnot. Like this situation won't happen. You know what I mean? Like, but you're not always thinking maybe the most rationally in this situation or what have you. Yeah, let's move a little bit forward here. Let's get I think it goes through it twice. I don't know if we're at the end or not there. But let's finish off this chorus here. Nice fade off there. That's definitely has a deep song. As a like it could definitely be a hard song for a lot of people. Of course, I love to push buttons and play devil's advocate. So, chance I piss some people off. It usually happens. I don't know. I don't know. Someone's gotta be the devil's advocate around here, you know what I'm saying? But it's I have thoughts, but I know I can't say them because I'm gonna piss someone really the fuck off. Nah, we don't need to get into it today. I do appreciate that there's people who are willing to not only sacrifice their body but also potentially their mind to help defend the country that they live in, whether it be the United States or other places and whatnot. Like, for example, I'm pretty sure Ukraine is still fighting their ass off to this day and whatnot. So I absolutely appreciate that there are people that are willing to go out there and put everything on the line just to keep the other people that they don't even know, mostly strangers, but also their family and whatnot, and friends and whatnot have you, safe within the borders of their town and whatnot. So that is absolutely appreciated. There are people who are willing to go out and put everything on the line for that, and they should be taken care of, and we should definitely do something about that. 100% agree with that. 100% agree with that. Now, those things that America does that, like, I'd love to interject in there, but like, we don't need to get in there. We can keep it peaceful. we can keep it peaceful. But that could be another thing that, we need to stop doing. That America will go ahead and just send soldiers over to places to where this can happen to them that doesn't affect the defense of our country and whatnot. We should probably stop doing that to soldiers as well, because there's no reason to sacrifice people just for political viewpoints and stuff like that. So we should probably start working on fighting that as well. But it doesn't always happen, but it has happened a couple times throughout history and whatnot. So we should definitely try not to let that happen either. So yeah, that was interesting. Tried to make it as non-controversial as I could. as my brain would allow me to. And yeah, I might check out more from Five Finger Death Punch. I want to find which song of theirs I've heard, because I know I've heard at least one, if not more. Like I know, I feel like I have. Hmm. But I don't know. I might be back. I might not. There's nothing wrong with them. Yeah, sounds good. And whatnot. I don't know if it's something like I would listen to consistently and whatnot, but definitely nothing wrong with the band. They good, very good. I like the singer's vocals. Guitar has a nice, awesome power chord, some shredding instrumental stuff. Well, just all around good stuff. So yeah, thank you all very much for joining me. Five Finger Death Punch. Thank you so much for the message, for the support of troops, and for the music. Appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.